I would have hoped to be asleep by now, but I am rarely so lucky. You are still awake, remaining calm by taking in crisp breaths at a steady pace. Is the air too hot or too cold? There must be something wrong with the air, because you're still awake. Your feet are wrapped up in warm socks, keeping a warm circulation of blood going. You roll around so much that you feel like a windmill. Your mind tells you, as if you are already dreaming, that this accomplishes something important. Roll to your left, now roll to your right, now back to your left. Wear socks is an actual tip from a YouTube video titled 10 Amazing Tips to Improve Your Sleep from Quirkology. Regardless of how scientifically accurate the claims of the video are, I feel more comfortable when I have socks on. Though the fact that I wear socks to bed tends to result in mockery and furrowed brows from the general public. In fact, one of the first comments of the video says something to the effect of, "I sleep better without socks." This would seem to suggest that my issues stretch beyond insomnia. Another amazing tip to improve sleep would require me to sleep on my right-hand side unless I am pregnant. Unfortunately, my mind isn't able to rationalize such a course of action during insomniac episodes, so Quirkology's improved sleep once again eludes my grasp. The constant rotation also tends to launch my blankets on the floor, which compounds my predicament. What is it that keeps me awake? I like to imagine it being about chemicals mixing and exploding in my mind at the wrong times. That isn't the reason, though. I know it isn't. Professional articles like to use terms like mental disorders or excessive stress. For my personal case study, it would be an oversight to not use the word fear. Let's recount what happens when I get brief moments of sleep on these sleepless nights. You might imagine a world with her. This world appears lovely at first. You might talk with her, you might catch her casually smiling, or you might think you're happy. Then your mind steps in. She remembers that everything is actually more important than you. This world leaves you behind. That audition goes wrong and people throw chairs at you. Your mission to another planet goes awry. This is when I jolt up and kick the bed and its sheets in a rebellious impulse against fear. The air is still too hot and too cold. Every inhale seems to be filling my body with fear, and my sanity seems to depart with every exhale. What is that weird feeling? That must be a heart attack. You're having a heart attack. No, you're sick and dying. No, you're already dead. What time is it? 4 a.m.? Time moves by so slowly when you're dead. What am I experiencing exactly? Irrational thinking and imaginative terror wasn't on the insomnia checklist. The closest I get to hearing my symptoms echoed is in music. Ruben Nielsen has written songs which many speculate to be about his own insomnia. I can't help but hear my dreams floating amongst the psychedelic twang. That was a lyrical excerpt from the song Faded in the Morning by Nielsen's band Unknown Mortal Orchestra. Nielsen's lyrics are included on the band's official website, and while I enjoy learning the official lyrics, they often leave me with new questions. Another lyric in the song is as follows: "Walking through the winter markets and all the horses floated away." Regardless of what was intended there, it reminds me of how my own dreams often include ludicrous and irrational scenarios, such as being on an expedition to Mars in a spaceship resembling a narrow metal straw with scarcely enough room for myself. The lyric also has me eagerly anticipating the night when my own dreams yield a wintertime transaction and horse levitation. You have been lying in your coffin of air that is both too hot and too cold for so long now. Aren't you sick of it? It's beautiful at night. Go experience it. You won't miss anything. You certainly won't miss sleep. Carefully creep as if your legs are stilts. You don't want to wake the dog or your parents. Cross the threshold and take it in. The fresh and freeing air. Oh, how you've missed it. It feels incredible out here. You are caught by its beauty every time. The moonlight never ceases to amaze. Its milky glow brings with it an unfamiliar sense of hope that you often forget. You feel like you can flow and find peace. You'll sleep eventually, but take a second to fully enjoy this. Swim with the stars.